Our next reader is Mariana Dietl, who's a scholar, a journalist, and has written Confined, a novel about the dictatorship in Argentina, and has a new collection of stories out called Argentinos. And I think what she really wants to be introduced as is a former close friend of Philomenian. So, Mariana.
Thank you, Jim. And thank you, Pegarty, for this beautiful book, the third one. It's really something necessary, and you did a great job. Please excuse my voice. I have this itchy feeling in my throat since I arrived, so sorry. I'm going to read a chapter of the Memoirs from my new copy called Got Warm. Summer descends upon us, hot and implacable, its sun absorbed by our black surge. It is our first summer to smother inside this habit. This habit, this shroud. First year novices. At 18, how old we are. Our dark silences flow through the halls. Abandoned by my own blood, it leaves the surface. It too retreats from this habit. It moves slowly through my veins. My face is pale, colorless. I no longer blush. The white band across my forehead, an invisible thorn. The morning sun reflects off the white buildings. The white cape beneath the neck reflects its blaze. It is like needles in the eyes. Nuns pass on their way to their morning charges, profiles of grace. But no one would look into my eyes. Buried deep within this habit, I cannot find myself, even my soul, absent, terrible, the heat, dried worms along the path, insects stagger to the shade, the leaves of the trees curl, the grass yellowed, the hot sky, burnt world. God is a consuming fire, but this is about worms, not fire. I cannot stop it. The falling. Who's speaking? Some small fragment of myself that remains, or something between the fragments? Little kitchen sister, little kitchen sister. It is summer, 1959, 100 degrees outside. Santa Ana winds. Inside, in the kitchen of this cloister, hotter still. No fans. Inside the new habit, hotter still. 10 layers of black serge across the chest, so that no one can see our breasts. Sweating inside the habit, I am high up inside the stove, the pipes. I am told to clean them, to protect my habit from the soot. It is covered with 5 aprons. 2 to cover the full black skirt, 2 to cover the bodies back and front, and 1 to cover the veil. Pitiless Santa Ana, inside the heat of Los Angeles, inside the hot convent, inside the stove, inside the aprons, somewhere beneath the habit, lost and steaming, I crawl on all fours. A small fragment of myself whispers, I am an animal, not human anymore, a small rodent. No, not even that, a worm, a worm. Little kitchen sister, little kitchen sister. Old cranky Sister Emily screeches at me from down below. I no longer have a name. I slip further. How much further? I'm petrified, mute worm. What is doing this to me? To whom? The silence. Is it the silence? My closest companion has become my enemy, a weapon. It encompasses, smothers me. Someone, something, watches as I curl into fetal position. Not much left. Who am I? Who asks the question? Even that fragment disintegrates in that stove, hot womb. Blistering pipes, nothing, no longer even a worm. Nothing, nothing, God's worm.
Wow.
It is a Sunday morning, so we are all allowed to sleep in until 6. It is before dawn, but I have been awake. I crawl through the long hall of the top floor of the novitiate. At the end of the hall is a life-size plaster statue of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. It is the only ugly statue in the convent. Christ is dressed in white and red. His expression is blank. His left hand points to his large exposed red heart, and his right hand is raised, palm forward in a gesture of blessing, I suppose. Sometimes that hand looks like it is doing many strange things when you see it in the middle of the night, alone in the hall, just you and the statue. I rush down the hall to the bathroom and back, trying not to look at Christ, not even out of the corners of my eyes. But I feel it. You can't help but feel it. It may be ugly, but that statue has presence. Alone at the other end of the hall, I stand by the glass doors and look out of the window. It is just before dawn. The sky is rosy pink. It is immense. Above the horizon, the morning star blazes, a red jeweled disc, a scarlet Eucharist rising, or a goblet, a heart brimming with luminosity. I tremble, I'm wounded by it, a red rain of grace, bright, deep flame. I'm wounded into a new silence, silence within silence, ancient, radiant. Nothing exists but this silence. It is immense. Be still and know that I am God. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariana.